the service of the people of India is a great honor and a great privilege. And let me say, I have enjoyed every moment of it. माना कि तेरी दीद के काबिल नहीं हूँ मैं. माना कि तेरी दीद के काबिल नहीं हूँ मैं. तू मेरा शौक तो देख, मेरा इंतजार देख.
The end of an era. Leaders across party lines visiting Dr. Manmohan Singh's house to pay their last respects. Manmohan Singh, known widely as the architect of modern Indian economy and then as Prime Minister, leading the UPA government between 2004 and 14. He died on Thursday night at the age of 92 due to age-related medical complications. He'd been in poor health for the last few months. The Prime Minister in his statement said, Manmohan Singh's contributions to the nation's growth were unparalleled and that he had dedicated his life to reforms.
वित्तीय संकट से घिरे देश को एक नई अर्थव्यवस्था के मार्ग पर प्रशस्त किया. प्रधानमंत्री के रूप में देश के विकास में और प्रगति में उनके योगदान को हमेशा याद किया जाएगा.
माना कि तेरी दीद के काबिल नहीं हूँ मैं. तू मेरा शौक तो देख, मेरा इंतजार देख.
Dr. Singh had retired from public life and given up his Rajya Sabha seat earlier this year, but for the Congress, his legacy and impact on the party was unparalleled.
Look, I remember him with a great deal of respect and a great deal of affection. I think he was a great Prime Minister and a wonderful human being. And those are the things that one has to cherish. He pulled 10 million people out of poverty every year. He did so much in terms of his contribution to this nation. He kept us free from the global financial crisis when other countries were going under. He created so many laws that have benefited people, including the famous Manrega scheme.
Several monikers like the reluctant politician and the accidental Prime Minister were used for Dr. Manmohan Singh. But in the face of all the criticism that he faced, Dr. Singh's self-effacing nature and steadfast honesty always stood out.
My question is very simple and straightforward on the issue. I know there have been a lot of questions on corruption, on various other issues, but personally for you, many will accuse you, as you said, history has to be kind and look at you and you'll come out unscathed. But many will look at you personally as being unable to actually act or rein in your own cabinet ministers. The fact that you allowed a situation to go out of hand, that you failed to act politically, which was required, and that you kept going back to a co-group or to various other people but refused to act, and that is why we came to a stage where even the Supreme Court asked the Prime Minister's office and even indicted it for various acts of omission and commission. So how do you respond to that politically, and how do you see your legacy because of the failure of you to act in a
Well, I honestly believe that history will be kinder to me than the contemporary media or for that matter, the opposition parties in parliament.
Top international leaders and dignitaries also paid their respects to Dr. Manmohan Singh. Former US President Barack Obama credited him with modernizing India's economy. French President Emmanuel Macron remembered him as a man who had devoted his life to his country. Angela Merkel, the former German Chancellor, said that Dr. Singh's primary aim was to improve the living standards in rural India. 7 days national mourning has been declared for Dr. Singh, and his last rites will be conducted on Saturday near Rajghat with state honours. NDTV Bureau Report.